Have you ever found yourself in a moment of deep reflection, suddenly feeling a profound pull in your heart to reconnect with Allah? A feeling so powerful, it can't be ignored, a yearning for spiritual renewal that almost seems to come out of nowhere? This isn't just a passing thought or a temporary impulse. It is often a clear sign that Allah is preparing you for a fresh start. In life, we experience many moments of disconnect. Whether it's due to the busyness of daily routines, the distractions of worldly pursuits, or the challenges we face. But when Allah places a longing in your heart to return to Him, it's not a coincidence. It's a divine invitation to realign yourself with your Creator, to cleanse your soul, and to step into a new chapter of your life with His guidance and mercy. This deep urge to reconnect with Allah is one of the most profound signs that something beautiful is about to unfold in your life. It signals that Allah is calling you back, inviting you to shed the weight of the past and move forward into a life filled with spiritual clarity and purpose. But how do you recognize this divine pull? What does it truly mean when you feel this strong urge to turn back to Allah? And how can you embrace it to unlock the new beginnings Allah has planned for you? In this video, we will explore how the urge to reconnect with Allah is not just a fleeting feeling, but a powerful, transformative sign from Him. We'll look at how this pull towards spirituality can be a sign that Allah is preparing you for a fresh start in your life, whether it's through forgiveness, spiritual growth, or a shift in perspective. 1. Allah removes people from your life. At some point in life, we all go through situations where we feel the weight of relationships that no longer serve us. This can be a painful experience, but it's important to remember that it may be a sign of something bigger that Allah is doing for us. Allah, in His infinite wisdom, sometimes removes people from our lives to make room for growth and better opportunities. This removal isn't necessarily a punishment or a bad thing. Rather, it is part of Allah's plan to guide us toward a future that is more fulfilling and aligned with His will. When people leave our lives, it might feel as though a part of us is missing, especially if these relationships were long-lasting or important. However, Allah knows what's best for us. Sometimes we hold on to relationships that hinder our spiritual growth, our emotional well-being, or our progress in life. It is often through the removal of these people that we are forced to find strength within ourselves and turn towards Allah. We may not always understand why certain people are removed from our lives, but Allah's wisdom is beyond our comprehension. Sometimes we are afraid to let go of toxic relationships because of attachment or fear of loneliness. But we need to trust that Allah is clearing the way for something better. Allah may be preparing us for people who will be more supportive, loving, and uplifting, or for situations that will help us grow spiritually and emotionally. By removing those who are not meant to be part of our journey, Allah is opening doors to new opportunities and new connections that will enhance our lives in a more meaningful way. It's also important to recognize that the removal of certain people can be a form of protection. There are people who may unknowingly lead us astray, fill our hearts with negativity, or keep us from realizing our true potential. When Allah removes these people from our lives, He is protecting us from harm and leading us towards the people and experiences that will bring us closer to Him. This is part of Allah's mercy, and even though we may not always see it at the time, it is always in our best interest. Reflecting on the wisdom of Allah's actions helps us gain perspective on the situation. Instead of feeling sadness or bitterness when people leave our lives, we should focus on gratitude for the space that Allah is creating for us to grow. We should pray to Allah for the strength to accept His will, for the patience to endure the changes, and for the wisdom to understand that this is all part of His divine plan for us. When we do this, we open our hearts to the blessings that Allah has in store for us. 2. Uncomfortable changes happen in your life. Change is often seen as one of life's most challenging and unsettling experiences. We are creatures of habit, and the thought of stepping into the unknown can be intimidating. Yet, uncomfortable changes are often one of the most significant signs that Allah is preparing us for a fresh start. These changes may come in the form of a job loss, a sudden move to a new place, the end of a relationship, or even a shift in your health or financial situation. Although these changes can be hard to navigate, they are a necessary part of life, and in the grand scheme of things, they are often Allah's way of preparing us for something better. When uncomfortable changes happen, it's natural to feel fear, confusion, or sadness. We might ask ourselves, why is this happening to me? Or what have I done wrong? These feelings are a part of the human experience, and it's okay to feel them. However, it's important to remember that Allah is always with us, guiding us through every trial and tribulation. Nothing happens without His permission, and even in moments of discomfort, there is a deeper purpose behind it. Allah is the best of planners, and His plans for us are always for our ultimate good. When we experience discomfort, it can feel like our world is crumbling, but in reality, it's a sign that Allah is clearing away the old to make room for the new. Life is full of ups and downs, and each phase, whether good or bad, has a lesson for us. Sometimes, Allah allows us to go through uncomfortable changes because He knows that it is in these moments that we will grow the most. These changes force us to stretch beyond our comfort zones, to develop new skills, and to become more resilient in the face of adversity. The discomfort we feel during these changes is temporary. It may feel overwhelming at the moment, but Allah promises that relief comes after hardship. He often tests us with challenges to purify us, to remove the parts of our lives that are not beneficial to our spiritual growth, and to strengthen us. These uncomfortable changes could be Allah's way of pushing us toward the right path, one that will bring us closer to Him and to the fulfillment of our purpose in life. Moreover, change is a vital part of growth. We cannot expect to grow and develop if we stay in the same place, both physically and spiritually. If you are going through a difficult change, trust that this moment of discomfort is temporary and better days are ahead. Sometimes, it takes facing challenges to realize what truly matters and what we are capable of achieving. It's in these difficult moments that we discover our strength, our resilience, and our ability to rise above adversity. When uncomfortable changes happen in your life, try to approach them with patience and trust in Allah's plan. Know that even though you may not understand why things are changing, Allah is preparing you for a new phase in your life. These changes are part of His plan to bring you closer to Him and to open new doors of opportunity that will ultimately lead to your success and happiness. Change is a part of life, and though it may feel uncomfortable, it is often the catalyst for the new opportunities that Allah has destined for us. Trust in Allah and know that every challenge you face is preparing you for something better. Keep your faith strong, remain patient, and remember that Allah is always there to guide you through the storm and into the calm. 3. You feel a strong urge to reconnect with Allah. One of the most profound and powerful signs that Allah is preparing you for a fresh start is when you begin to feel a strong urge to reconnect with Him. This feeling may arise during times of hardship, confusion, or even when things seem to be going well. It's as though, deep within, you feel a pull towards your Creator, a desire to return to the source of all comfort, peace, and guidance. This inner urge to reconnect with Allah is not just a coincidence. It is often a sign that Allah is opening your heart to a new chapter in your life, one that is closer to His will and purpose for you. In the hustle and bustle of life, it is easy to get distracted by worldly concerns. Work, relationships, and the pursuit of personal goals can sometimes pull us away from the remembrance of Allah. However, when Allah begins to prepare us for a fresh start, He often places within us an inner longing to come back to Him. This could manifest as a strong desire to pray more regularly, to seek forgiveness for past mistakes, or to spend more time reflecting on the Quran and the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. When this urge arises, it is essential to understand that it is not just a fleeting feeling, but rather a divine invitation from Allah. It is Allah calling you back, inviting you to return to Him so He can guide you toward the fresh start you need. Sometimes, we feel disconnected from Allah due to the distractions and burdens of life, but when Allah grants us this longing to reconnect, He is showing us the path towards spiritual renewal and growth. This is Allah's way of reminding us that no matter how far we may have strayed, He is always ready to welcome us back with open arms. The urge to reconnect with Allah is a sign that He is opening the doors of forgiveness and renewal for us. It is an invitation to start fresh, to seek His forgiveness, and to begin anew on the right path. When you feel the urge to reconnect with Allah, it is important to respond to it with sincerity and eagerness. This is a rare and blessed moment, a chance to reset your priorities and refocus your life on what truly matters. You may feel a desire to perform more acts of worship, such as praying, reading the Quran, or giving charity. This is Allah's guidance, showing you how to nourish your soul and strengthen your relationship with Him. It is also a call to purify your heart, to remove any negativity or sins that may have clouded your connection with Allah. Often, when we reconnect with Allah, we experience a deep sense of peace and contentment. The worries and anxieties that once seemed overwhelming begin to fade, replaced by a sense of trust in Allah's plan. This peace comes from knowing that we are aligning our lives with the Creator, who knows what is best for us and who is always there to support us. In these moments of reconnection, Allah opens our hearts to His love and guidance, helping us to see things from a clearer, more peaceful perspective. The urge to reconnect with Allah can also come as a response to life's challenges. When we face difficulties or hardships, we often turn to Allah in search of solace and strength. It is during these times that we realize that nothing in this world can provide the comfort and peace that comes from Allah alone. His presence in our lives brings a sense of clarity, a sense of purpose, and a sense of peace that nothing else can offer. The challenges we face serve as a reminder that we need Allah's guidance and mercy to navigate through life's trials. When you feel that urge to reconnect with Allah, it is important to approach it with humility and gratitude. Recognize that this is a gift from Allah, a sign of His love and care for you. It is an opportunity for spiritual renewal, to cleanse your heart, and to draw closer to the One who created you. Responding to this urge with sincerity will bring you closer to the fresh start that Allah has prepared for you. Through prayer, repentance, and reflection, you are opening yourself up to new blessings and opportunities that Allah has destined for you. So, when you feel that strong urge to reconnect with Allah, embrace it with an open heart. Take it as a sign that Allah is preparing you for a fresh start, one that will bring you closer to Him and to the path of success, peace, and fulfillment. Allah is always with us, and His mercy and guidance are limitless. When we turn to Him, He will guide us, protect us, and bless us with all that we need for our journey in this world and the next. Remember that the urge to reconnect with Allah is a divine blessing, a sign that Allah is preparing your heart for a fresh start. Embrace this call with gratitude and sincerity, for it is through this reconnection that you will find the peace, clarity, and guidance you need for the next chapter of your life. Keep turning to Allah, seeking His forgiveness, and trusting in His plan. The fresh start you desire is closer than you think, and with Allah's mercy, anything is possible. If this video resonated with you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Dean Explorers. Your support helps us continue to share valuable insights and spiritual guidance with everyone.